I just want to make a couple of comments, and as Supervisor Gustafson said, we hear both sides of this issue, and people are very passionate about it. And I think folks need to know that we are concerned about protecting the most vulnerable. That's what we have been doing now for the past 2.5 months, is making sure that people are protected and taken care of. And we anticipate that a spike will happen as we open up. Everyone has said that, and we know that that will happen. The good news is that we're well prepared to address those surges. Our hope is that those surges aren't huge, and we have to continue being kind to one another and taking precautions and washing our hands and doing all of that really important stuff. But there's also a balance between protecting human life and protecting the other parts of life that are really important to folks, which is their economic health and their mental health, to your point, Supervisor Holmes. As I've been looking at the numbers of how this has affected our residents when it comes to economics, I sat in on a call last week, and the economics of this, unemployment in our region is now at 42% or 14.2% versus what it was about 3% before. So it's increased dramatically, but the unemployment is it's adversely affecting those residents who are under 35, women, and people of color, because those are the folks who primarily serve in our hospitality and our service industries. So the people that are hurting economically are people of color, are women, and people under 35. That's terrible. These are the folks who are standing in the food lines and who are stressed out with their families. And we have to consider those economic impacts on our community as well, because that hurts people's mental health and physical health in other areas as well. So I think that our county has done a very good job of putting together guidelines for businesses to open up safely. We want businesses to open up safely, but we cannot continue to keep our businesses from opening up and hurting the economic well-being of our community. It's just so important. So this is a balance, and we're advocating for something that's really important to our community, because our numbers have been low, and that is a terrific thing, but we can't just keep our county closed to protect every single life. That's just impossible and not realistic, and every life is important, but we can encourage people who are vulnerable or who work with the vulnerable to take measures to protect themselves. So I think that this is well thought out. We've worked really hard to get to a place where we can advocate for our community to open up, and yes, County Council.